want to continue talking about ball position and the different types of ball position. Why do we move the ball around, etc.? Why has it got to be in the right place, and where is that right place? Got a wedge in my hand, and for a wedge what we're looking for is a slight downward strike to get the ball running up the club face to get as much spin as we can. We're trying to control the ball into the green, nice high flight, drop, thank you very much, that's what we want. In which case we would leave the ball in the middle. So the easiest way to do it, using the sticks, you can see it very clearly, is just to make an equal step either side, and now the ball is in the middle. If you have good technique, which is to now put the club behind the ball, and your hand should be just in that position. If it's back on your zip, too far back. So if you have your hands just there, you create that nice angle, and what you should be getting is a slight downward strike, hence the divot is just after the ball. Absolutely perfect. That's what we want for a short club. You could probably use that ball position up to about a 9-iron, but then it should start to just sneak forward a little bit. As the club gets longer, we're looking for a slightly less descending blow. So if this was an 8-iron, or let's say a 7, there's our perfect in the middle bit. We're just going to leave it a tiny bit closer, only a tiny bit, not much, tiny bit closer to our left foot. So that then, as you can see from the sticks, there, it's just a tiny bit closer to our left foot. We will still, with our hands in the right place, you've still got a slight angle on the club, but you're just looking for a slightly less angle. So this should be, you'll tend to get that a little bit more on the upswing. We've got that a little, obviously thin. That just shows where we're going. Don't move it too far forward. The end result, of course, is that eventually we get to our driver. Now, there's one obvious very big difference with the driver to all your other clubs, and that is we're putting the ball on up to about 2-inch tee. So therefore, the last thing we want to be doing is hitting down on the ball. We're actually trying now to get the ball slightly on the upslope, on the upswing, sorry. Doesn't mean we lean back to try and make that happen. It's done with our setup. So if we start opposite the ball now, leave your left foot more or less there. We want it just inside our left heel. Now you can see the position we're in. My hands have stayed pretty much where they normally are. Just on the inside of my left thigh there. It's a good checkpoint, that's where they should be. But this now means that the bottom of my swing should be about there. So the club is now on the way up into the ball, and that's exactly what we want to see. So that has set the ball forward. Just remember, we were talking about shoulders as well. Don't let your shoulders do that to get the club, your hands to the ball. That's no good at all. Stay square. That means you'll see a slight tilt to your body as your right hand comes underneath. Now we're in perfect position. Right, and that means we get the ball slightly on the upslope, and away she goes. Nice easy drive. So just be aware of ball position. Ball position is so important. If you were the driver, had the ball back in the middle of your stance, and some people do, then with 9.5 degrees here, I'm really going to struggle to get that off the floor, as you can clearly see. Equally, if you have it too far forward, that's really going to make things difficult, isn't it? That's too far forward. Now we're likely to top it by swinging over the top of the ball. That's no good. Same goes for all your other clubs. Think about ball position. Use this. Put your feet together opposite the ball. An equal step either side for your wedges is perfect. For your driver, move it a tiny bit. Now you know it's just inside your left foot. That's the best way to do it. So use good routines. Keep everything nice and simple and neutral. Makes hitting the ball so much easier.